Hey everyone, it's Patty. I am so excited to be sharing today's video with you. I am participating in Christina from the DIY Mommies Fall DIY and Decor Challenge. Really excited when her challenge came out this year. For those of you who are new to my channel, we just bought our house about 3 months ago and it has been so much fun decorating for fall this year. So when I saw her post her challenge video, I was so excited to decorate a space for you guys and make a video about it. So I'm decorating our front porch area. It's kind of like a screened in room, so I thought it would be really fun. And I'm also making a fall sign and showing you guys how I made it, and it was only about $10 to make. So stay tuned for a fall front porch decor. I found this awesome piece of wood from Michaels. It's originally $14.99, so if you catch it on sale and then get an additional percentage off, you can get a really good deal on it. I had a 50% off coupon, so I got it for $7.50, which to me is great. I know you could probably go into Home Depot and probably get something cheaper, but I was already in Michaels, so I was so happy when I saw this piece of wood. It has all the hardware in the back if you want to hang it, and it's really lightweight. Great for staining. It's a finished piece of wood, so there's not like all those pieces sticking out for splinters, and I just found it really easy to work with. I am just giving it one coat, like a very light, dry brushing it. With some white chalk paint. I am using the Waverly brand, which you can find at Walmart, like super cheap. So I already had the paint on hand, but I think the bottle is about $2. And then, like I said, I bought the piece of wood for about $7.50. So I printed out the letters FLL, and I used the leaf as my letter A. The leaf is a little bit larger than the board, so just keep that in mind. I was fine with it. I like the look of it, but if you do purchase the board from Michaels and the leaf from the Target Dollar Spot, it is going to be a little bit larger. I am just tracing the letter, the back of the paper with a yellow chalk since I'm using a whiteboard. You'll see later on that I do end up switching to pencil just because the yellow chalk was a little bit too light, so it was a little bit tricky to trace. So after I color the back of the page of the letter that I am getting ready to draw, I line it up on my board, and I already have all the letters lined up, that way it's even. And I just trace it with a pencil, that way it gives me the outline on the whiteboard. And the font I use to print out the letters was called Baskerville Old Space. After I finish tracing it with a pencil, I remove the paper, and there should be an outline left on the whiteboard. So I take my paintbrush and I just use some copper acrylic paint, and I just paint it over the letter. First I outline it, and then I paint it and fill it in with the same paint. After I finished painting all of the letters, I went ahead and glued the leaf to the board, and I had already let all of the letters dry, so I wanted to go ahead and sand them just so they looked a little bit worn, kind of like I did with the board. I just gave it one light coat, so I wanted to go ahead and lightly sand the letters to give it a little bit of distressing. Inspiration for this space was this wreath I bought a few years ago, and it looks kind of like a magnolia wreath, but it's like a lot of coppers and like rusty orange, and I think it's really pretty. For those of you who haven't seen my fall home tour, I'll leave it in the description box, but inside my house, it's a lot of neutrals, a lot of the black buffalo check, and a lot of the green and those types of things. And I'm going in a totally different direction for the front porch. So I thought it would be really fun to use those copper tones. And then I purchased this rug for over the summer. So I thought it would be really fun to incorporate some blues, like this shade of blue, into the front area. So let me show you guys what I put together. Recently went to Michael's and I saw this bucket, and I thought it would be so cute to just have like a pile of pumpkins. and I feel like the velvet pumpkins from the Target Dollar Spot are just really versatile, and I have used them all over my house, and I couldn't leave them out of the front porch. I really enjoyed adding a lot of elements of copper to this space. I feel like it just reminded me of fall, and I really thought that the copper tones pulled this space together in the end. Here is the DIY fall sign that I showed you guys how to make earlier. I was really pleased with how it turned out, and I feel like it just tied my vision of the space and the elements of copper and blue, and I feel like it just brought everything together. I picked up a bunch of florals from Michaels, and I was trying to incorporate the colors that I was using everywhere else into the floors as well. I think if I could only pick one thing to decorate with for each season, I think I would be changing out my florals. I have really grown to love decorating with different florals for each season. So let me just go through everything that I decorated. The pumpkins in this little basket are from the Target Dollar Spot, and then I felt like it still needed something, so I grabbed some eucalyptus and I put it in there too, just to add some greenery to it and add like another element. And then the bucket that everything's sitting in is from Michaels. Then this olive bucket is from the Target Dollar Spot a while ago, but I know they carry different colors of those frequently, but I thought it was perfect since I was trying to incorporate elements of copper. And then I just put some birch logs in there. And then the stool that it's sitting on was Chris's grandfather's or his dad's, I don't remember, but he let me borrow the stool so that I could decorate the front porch to add some height to this area. Then this lantern is from from Michaels, and then it just has, since it's flickering, it's kind of hard to tell, but it has like a faux birch candle in there, like a battery operated candle. And then the thing that it's sitting on, my dad actually found on the side of the road. He found 3 of them, and he gave one of them to me. Then, as I mentioned, I got this bottom rug on clearance from Target. And then the welcome mat is from the Hearth and Hand line. Then this wreath was from Michaels a few years ago, and it is my absolute favorite. I love it. Then I hope you like how the sign turned out. I think it turned out really pretty. I was happy with how it turned out. And I love, one of the things I love about DIYs is you get to make it exactly how you want it. So I feel like I really wanted the copper and blue, so I was able to make that, and it was only about $10, so I feel like that definitely is not bad. I love how this floral arrangement turned out. Like I mentioned before, a lot of almost all the florals in here are from Michaels, except for these here are from the dollar store, and I just kind of mixed everything together. And then I just have this white tin thing that it's sitting in from Michaels, and this is from their farmhouse line, which currently they are clearancing out, at least at my Michaels they were. So a lot of that stuff was 60% off already, which I thought was awesome. Then this crate I've had for a while, I don't remember where that's from. And then these pumpkins are from Michaels as well. So definitely Michaels and Target are like killing it for me this year. So I hope you enjoyed how I decorated this space. And a big thank you again to Christina from the DIY Mommy for hosting this. I had so much fun participating in it. If you are new to my channel, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you can see more decor videos from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!